I gotta get some of those caramelized onions on here though. This is comfort food. It's 6:30 a.m. and we were thinking about going down to the Dead Sea to swim right now, but it is so cold and so windy. I think we might go to eat breakfast first and then come back in a couple of hours. I had so much food yesterday that today for breakfast I'm gonna try to take it a little bit easy. I'm starting with just some salad and a little bit of hummus and a couple of eggs. Grab a tomato, a little cherry tomato, dip it into hummus. And also I added on some olive oil, plus some sumac, which is the red flour, and then also some za'atar, which is the thyme herb mixture. I added all that onto my vegetables as my dressing. I love the za'atar. Next up I got a couple of different nuts. I think these are peanuts, walnuts, and hazelnuts, and then some grapefruit. That's a great combination. Nuts with citrus. And then I could not resist a bowl of fool. And I topped it with some olive oil, some cumin I think, and then some tomatoes and onions. I really love fool. Unfortunately, the weather is not improving and it's actually getting kind of stormier. It looks like it's gonna rain. So I only have one choice right now, and that's to go for it. So we're on our way down to the beach now. Oh, and this one is salt. Yeah. Salt from the water. Beach. These are the salt right from the beach. Wow. I'm scrubbing that salt with the mud. I'm pretty disappointed that I can't take a swim in the Dead Sea today, but I chose the next best option. A couple of quick things about the Dead Sea. Number one, it is 429 meters below sea level. So we are at a very low point on Earth right now here at the Dead Sea. Number two, it's actually not a sea, but it is a lake. And it is a very, very salty lake with about 34% salinity. And so the reason that it's called the Dead Sea is because it's so salty that it cannot sustain life, so there are no fish. And then number three, the Dead Sea is very well known for its natural minerals, its salt, it's the mud, all the minerals in the mud, and so a lot of people will put all the mud all over their body and then let it sit on their body and let it soak in, and then take a dip in the Dead Sea to wash it all off. And that makes your skin it's really good for your skin and makes your skin feel really soft. And I got to do that just with my hands today with the lifeguard who showed us how to do it. And my hand does feel unbelievably soft, like a baby. Right as we are about to check out, it just got nice and sunny, but it is still kind of windy and the clouds, it's still kind of stormy out. So I don't think it's possible to swim still today. But we are on our way out. We are heading to the hot springs now. Just stopped off at the Dead Sea Panoramic viewpoint. It's an unbelievable view from up here. We just made a quick stop on the road to check out a herd of goats. Uh-oh, they're all coming. There's some really huge goats eating that tree up there. And you can really smell the goat aroma. Oh, hello. We are heading to the hotel right down there in the valley. We just arrived to the Ma In Hot Springs resort that we're gonna be staying at tonight. That was an amazing drive down the mountain, or up the mountain and then down the mountain. And we have arrived to the hot spring, and it's just an oasis. Very artistic and a lot of wood going on. If you walk in over here, it's like a walk-in fridge. It's not a walk-in closet, it's a walk-in fridge. The coffee station, there's the fridge right here, and some teas. And then to the left over here is the bathroom, very spacious.
Wow, nice.
And, whoa, it's huge, I haven't even looked in here. Whoa, it keeps on going. Oh, here's the shower way back here. For lunch today, we are at the hotel at one of the restaurants here, and the chef is gonna give us a cooking demonstration. Mujadara.
Yes.
Okay.
With onion and lentil and rice.
And chef is gonna teach us today how to make mujadara, which is a lentil dish, and he's already getting started with some oil. Okay. Yeah. And there's lentils, there's rice. First he is just sauteing some onions and a little bit of oil.
Some garlic, lentil.
Okay, and then the lentils go in. And now he is adding some rice, uncooked rice. Okay. Cumin.
Like half teaspoon.
Okay, and some turmeric. He's putting it just on a low simmer for about 10 to 12 minutes, covering with foil, and it will be like a rice and lentil mixture when it's done. And I think he's just gonna caramelize these onions to give them a good fragrance for the dish. We have a wonderful view of the hot water spring waterfall in back of us. We're enjoying a cool breeze. And then he finished it with some fried onions and some fried pine nuts. So before I do anything, let me take a bite of this. I gotta get some of those caramelized onions on here though. You can taste all of those spices that he added in there. The turmeric, the cumin, the allspice. And those crispy caramelized onions are so fragrant. And then those crispy pine nuts, which he deep fried as well, are crispy and they're like naturally sweet and really flavorful. Those pine nuts are amazing in this dish. We also learned to make a simple Arabic Jordanian salad, which includes tomatoes and green peppers and cucumber. And then he added in some, I think it's arugula, and then also some lettuce and onions and then he dressed it with lemon juice and olive oil and some salt. And this is just a wonderful, refreshing salad that is common to eat at just about every meal. It's such a simple combination and such a simple dressing, but it goes so well together. It's very common to eat yogurt along with rice in Jordan, and you can kind of mix it up. Get some of those onions, make sure you get some onions on every bite. That sort of like enriches it, makes it more creamy and a sour flavor as well. That's just comfort food. This entire canyon is filled with hot springs and waterfalls, and so we have a swimming pool at our hotel, but we are walking a little ways up the road to the public hot spring where I think we can get into the waterfall. Hot water just gushing from the rock. Yeah, that's really warm steam coming off of there. I am guessing that as you go higher in the pools, it gets hotter and hotter. or if you go straight under the waterfall. So let me test this one. Oh yeah, that's very warm, but not too hot. Maybe I'll go a bit higher. That was a lot of fun. I didn't bring the camera up there because it gets really wet and a lot of splashes going on. But if you walk behind the waterfall, you can actually see where the water is coming out of the rock and it's boiling hot. But standing under that waterfall was perfect. It's hot water just flowing down at the perfect like hardness. So it just hammers into your back.
Vegetable, Greek salad, rocca with mint with the vegetable balsamic reduction sauce.
We're having dinner tonight at the hotel and it is buffet style. They have a pretty good variety of different Jordanian dishes. I am starting with a lentil soup and some salad. I got a mix of different salads. I think this one is the fattoush. I'm gonna try this, and it's a great mixture of different vegetables in here, and they're using a lot of sumac, which is that red sprinkle. I can really taste the mint in there. Chef Mohammed made up his special recipe for a pasta, his own creation, and he added in a bunch of things. I think it's gonna be creamy and tomatoey and cheesy. Very creamy, and you can taste he added in a little bit of pesto, so you can taste the kind of green flavor to it all. I've had a lot of kebabs, but I just could not resist having some more kebabs. They're so good. Oh yeah. It's so juicy and salty and very, very tender. Just falls apart. That was a good dinner. I especially enjoyed that pasta. Thank you to Chef Mohammed for that. Tomorrow we are heading back to Amman, so we are just hanging out tonight. So I'm gonna end this video for today right here. Thank you all very much for watching. Please remember to give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and also make sure you subscribe for lots more food and travel videos, and I will see you tomorrow for another day in Jordan. Chef Amir is gonna teach us how to make mujadara. And Chef is going to teach us how to make mujadara. Okay. Mujadara. What I liked most about that mujadara is the mujadara, right? Is that correct? Okay.